one thing I've realized is I've gotten a little bit too comfortable with my wake up time, with my daily process, my routine. Life has become a lot more easier. I just made it easy on purpose. I justified it. I said I need to deload, which I do, but it doesn't change the fact that I need to go through the daily routine, the daily steps that makes me the person I admire to be. The guy who makes his life hard to make life easy. But right now, life is so goddamn easy. It's so fucking hard. What I mean by that is I just feel uncomfortable. Everything just feels, the easiest task gets so hard to do because I've made my life so fucking comfortable. But whenever I do a hard workout, get it out of the way, and I just go through my daily steps, like leaving the house early in the morning, going for the workout, get the workout out of the way. Just hard things, things that society claims is hard. Especially workouts. Strength and hard go hand in hand. It's not easy. How hard do we want to be is based on how hard we are as a human being. When people start, who are generally softer, it's going to feel harder than usual. You just accept it. You just have to make it a little bit harder than what you feel possible, and then you're gonna get a positive mental attitude because you struggle first thing in the morning, and you start your day strong. So I started my day strong, which is fucking late. And when I did, fuck man, the workout was a bit, I sensed on a deeper level, there was a lack of self-belief. It was there, and I had to fight it. I left with some good PRs because I overcame it. I know how to do it. I understand that negative feeling, internal state can be overrun, and the way we overrun it is by growing stronger, faster in that goddamn moment. So I just really focused on my workouts. I missed PRs or personal records with certain exercises, but I just pivoted and just did other things, and I made sure I grew strong in other areas. I left fucking feeling a lot better. A lot better. One thing I've learned from my experience is the body doesn't give a fuck if it's a vacation. It doesn't give a fuck if it's the holidays. The cells don't matter. You don't really, I don't even fucking know on a deeper level, the cells and all that stuff, they don't fucking give a shit. But I know for a fact when I get the workouts on Christmas, everything feels a lot better. Now I'm going to go home, hang out with my family, my brother, my parents, and I'm going to be in a much better attitude. Fucking great. Versus drinking, doing smoking, any sort of like substance to kind of like get through the fucking day. But I just know that feeling. That's why my dad asked me, he's like, Sam, when was the last time you drank? Fuck. In Montreal, I've been in Montreal for like two years. I said I haven't had a drink. I don't crave it. Because even though I get like that pleasure for 2 hours, it's like a day and a half of dog shit. Even like one drink. People call it extreme, but it's just my experience. I really enjoy going through my daily workouts. There was something as a kid I've realized was the only thing that made me happy was training. So I trained all the fucking time. I mean, like every day. Christmas holidays, I was in the university town. Everybody fucking left. I'm a immigrant, I was a Canadian citizen, but I mean, like, I was a student studying, my parents lived abroad, they lived in UAE, Dubai, and I fucking was in the Middle East. So I was in Canada. I did not come back home to visit them, so I was basically, the city was fucking deserted. But the gym was open, because they knew they had a lot of students from abroad, and fucking, man, I had a great time during Christmas. Because I had peace of mind. At that time, in that moment, I realized I don't need anything external to make me happy other than a workout that builds me, clean foods, and recovery, a good amount of sleep. And when I did that, shit, man, I felt fucking great. The best time during Christmas. I always looked forward for that time. I'm not saying during Christmas we should be in solitude, but I'm just saying I think a lot of people kind of wish they had a lot of things external such that I'm not against a lot of material things, but I mean, like, if you feel like you're out of shape, out of shape and beat up, and you need something like a nicer house or a nicer like cottage by the water, if you can't enjoy weather like this with absolutely fucking nothing, I'm more terrified from people who go into that state. It's like, I wish I had certain things. When I realize I already have everything I need to make me happy, right? It's, the body helps, but it's actually the work that we do, the hard work, the workouts. When we struggle, we look at ourselves in the mirror in a more positive state, a more positive energy state. And when any person we interact with, it's going to be more positive. I've always had that mentality, and that's really what growing stronger, faster is all about. It's not the fucking PRs and deadlifts and squats, which is cool. It's not like, you're going to be a better athlete, which is cool. in the end of the day, we're all fucking energy. So if we can put ourselves in a good energy state and resonate that to everyone else around us, it's a good fucking state to be in. My mom even called me out. She was like, Sam, you should probably like, and the first day I was kind of like overly comfortable. Like, Sam, just put a bit more effort into like hanging out with like your brother and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And she was right. I was fucking doing nothing. I just came at home, fucking just crashed, laid my head on the fucking on the bed for a day or two, and I kind of did like a half-ass workout. Even though I kind of grew stronger with my rehab, I did a half-ass workout at home. And I was like, man, I need a fucking good workout. I need to get that fucking momentum in. And I realized, man, the thing that built me a long time ago was those early morning walks around this fucking area right here. 4 a.m., 3 a.m., eventually 2:30, 2 a.m. Well, I woke up 2:30. And I had peace of mind. I didn't need anything. And I was more proud that I was actually building discipline and maintaining that, like, my word. Like, I am that guy. Because in 10 years down the road, people are like, well, what's the point of waking up at 2:30 a.m.? Because people are looking for the quick fix. That's one thing I realized. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm going to do. I'm going to wake up early, go through the steps, build the habits that I know I need to build down the road. I'm going to dissociate myself from society. How do I do that? Is by literally doing everything before everyone really wakes up. And then by the time it's a decade past, people are like, oh, how did you do it? Because I stopped listening to society's ways of operating. I'll work out during Christmas, 100%. I'll wake up super early before everyone else. I will sacrifice the drinks. I will sacrifice the drugs. I'll sacrifice a lot of shit just to make sure I get to the place I want to be. And that's just internally on point. Because I know for a fact when I'm on point, everyone else around me is going to feel good. And when I know for a fact when I'm just following the steps that I need to from a blueprint to make me stronger as a human being, I'm going to build a body that just resonates that positive energy. So I'm just quiet right now because I'm fucking loving this fucking air. It's kind of crazy. It's fucking crazy. I was just listening to the birds chirping. I'm just like, fuck. It's a beautiful cloudy day. Oh, fuck. But man, like, it's crazy because, like, if I reflect, before I went into the gym, I was just like, unease, just like a subtle unease, just very subtle. Going through my day, going to Dollarama or to buy like a lock for the gym. I was just like, everything was unease, just like an edge. Like, imagine talking to a girl or like a guy with that edge on, just like it's in you. It's just like, discomfort. You're never going to be like 100% present. And it's just like a constant discomfort. It's like, shit, this fucking sucks. Anyways, Christmas Eve. The best gift to myself is just nothing. I don't fucking want anything. I don't want any gifts. I don't want fucking just good vibes. Everyone says that, but I mean, if you think about it from like millions and millions of years, what did we fucking need to make us happy? I think everyone's looking for way too much like external things. From a primal standpoint, it was always hunting, getting the food, so being strong, like a force of nature to get the fucking thing. So when you build that, you feel good. So when you fight in a workout, because you're not fucking killing animals or anything, you gotta kind of like simulate that. So when you do a hard ass work and you fight, quote unquote, you tap into a certain state that you feel fucking great. And then you eat a meal right after, which feels like it's a hunt. And then you just associate with your family, the people around you in a positive manner, help them. And I've realized when I just do all those things, I feel fucking great. On point. I was watching a documentary a long time ago. Some guy went in some random Congo forest or something like that. And he asked these guys who were living basically nomads. He told them about how people used to jump off buildings, commit suicide. They looked at him. He's like, what the fuck? Suicide, jumping off buildings? It blew their fucking mind that people would even do that in Western society. And he asked him, what was the happiest day of your life? And he said, the happiest day of my life was I came home, I brought my first kill to my family. The hunt. It's warrior shit, man. I think we overanalyze a lot of stuff. So how can we do in a modern society, build that? Wake up super early, because that's what warriors do. They wake up super early, and they go into the wilderness and try to go for their hunt. And they get the hunt. They fight. You do a workout. You build yourself to a fucking savage warrior. And you look yourself in the mirror, you love that what you see. And you fucking eat a fucking meal. I get they don't have mirrors, but... and you eat a fucking meal that simulates that. You go home and you get to work. And you help the people around you. Energy exchange at a very primal level. And then when we do all those things, we can start to enjoy, from my experience, all the material things. But if we don't tap into those things, when I'm not building myself, helping myself, and then helping other people every single fucking day, I'm going to feel off. Some people only help other people. They don't help themselves, which is a negative form of energy. Because in the end, people will be like, well, fuck, I don't want to deal with you. You can just give up bad energy. Some people only help themselves. They don't help other people. But when I do both, especially during holidays, times like these, just a reflection post. I know a lot of things. I said a lot of things that I haven't been 100% congruent on. But again, it's a reflection post. So I'm holding myself accountable. I need to wake up super early and get my shit done. All right, people. Lots of love. Once again, back in Aurora.